Why do you look sad in those pictures?
We started it. Go for it.
We're doing stop motion. I'm Loden.
I'm Hannah.
Our technology is Stop Motion Studio Pro 2. Our launcher is L3 Stop Motion Studio Pro 2, demonstrating a science experiment.
Smart goal. Our challenge is to create a stop motion video to explain fossil formation. Smart goal specific. We will use Stop Motion Studio Pro 2 to create a stop motion film about science and fossil formation. Measurable. In these 4 days, we will create clay models through voiceovers if necessary and make an animation about fossil formation. Obtainable. We have an iPad, science book, computer, and an app and Clay to read everything we need to get the knowledge and make the stop motion film. Relevant. We are creating this because Loden has never done it before and it seemed really fun and interesting. Time based. First day, we should get started by making the clay sculptures. Second day, we should start recording our stop motion film. The third day, we should be at the end of the film. Fourth day, we should be done.
About our technology. Our technology can help represent real life scenarios and it can teach about arts and crafts. This is the kit we used to make the animation, and it has clay and the tools to shape the clay.
Making launch of the railroad. Railroad fossil of a T-Rex. Our T-Rex fossil made out of clay.
What problems did you have? One of our problems were the bones on the fossil kept falling off of the body, and we had to keep putting them back on. We fixed it by putting a green rod in the middle to hold it together. Thumbs down for not that many problems.
What did you learn? We learned how to take pictures on stop motion app. We learned that blowing on the clay will make it easier to move and play with so you can model it. We learned that using a green plastic rod will make it harder to bend and fall over. And Loden broke a tool and tried to use super glue to fix it and broke it right away when he tried using it.
That's the green rod that helped.
That's the super glue.
That didn't work. What I did, I made a T-Rex fossil, and the first one didn't look so good, and I had to remake the fossil on the second day. I finished the fossil before Hannah, and I started to make the paleontologist, and I finished that in 1 day. And on the animation, I was the one moving the clay and making the animation, like making it move. That's me. I molded the clay for the animation.
What Hannah did. I made the dinosaur. It took me a while because the clay was hard at first. I also took the pictures for the stop motion video.
Picture of Hannah because the slide is based on her. Is that a good title? Okay. My opinion, I think I would do it again. It was really fun. I would pick a different thing to do an animation about. I think it was really easy and we got it done fast. Thumbs up because I would do it again.
Hannah's opinion. I wouldn't want to do stop motion again because this is already my second time doing it. It was still fun and easy to do, so if I had to do it again, I'd be fine with it.
Thumbs up for Hannah again because she would do it again. Day one, I researched about our topic and had to figure out what to make the animation about, and Hannah did the same thing. I worked on the SMART goal and planned what we are going to do on all of the days Hannah worked on the Smart Goal 2 and made the same for each journal. Day 3, I started making a fossil for the dead dinosaur. And Hannah started to make the live dinosaur out of clay. Day 4, I started to make the fossil so it looked better and so it looked more realistic. Hannah was still building the live dinosaur out of clay. Day 5, I finished the dinosaur and started to work on the paleontologist, which will dig up the dinosaur fossil. Hannah finished working on the clay, a live dinosaur. Day 6, we both worked on making the stop motion film and finished it. The stop motion film ended up being 110 pictures and 8 frames per second.
Conclusion.
Conclusion. Our challenge is to create a stop-motion video to explain fossil formation. We did reach our SMART goal because we made an animation of a dinosaur dying and turning it into a fossil. We managed our time because we took a I'm confused. We managed our time because we took a good amount of our time
We took a good
amount
yeah.
of our time building the clear paleontologist dinosaur fossil dinosaur. We split the work by me building the dinosaur and Loden building the fossil, and Loden finished a little before me. So then he started working on the paleontologist. The only thing we would do differently is just doing the animation about something else because it was really fun. Loden and me worked very good together and we got the things done fast and on time. Loden don't really give any more questions. He'd be with me again and I was fun to work with.
I think you have to do it.
Yeah. This is our stop motion. Yeah.
Crosby, Terrence.
Mr. Crown, do you think I'll get an A on that?
We'll find out.
I'm guessing that's a no.
A+. This is Building Bridges by me and Tarek. Our kit we used was the Ingeno architecture kit, and the monitor was the L1 Ingeno Building Bridges with Ingeno. And that is one of the bridges we built.
Smoke ball.
Yep, it's fine.
We will create a model of truss bridge using Ingeno kit. We will build a bridge model that is about 17 inches long, and we think that the bridge will be able to hold 5 times foot. We will be able to do at least one bridge, but we are aiming for building 2 because we know that we can do this because we have the skills and the materials. This project is relevant because we want to do this and we want to learn more about mechanics and structures. The base. Terry and I will build 2 different models of the bridge in the 4 days. So we will make the bridge every 2 days. The first 2 days we will build the truss bridge, and the last 2 days we will build another bridge model.
About our technology. Our technology is the Ingeno kit. We learned that there are different types of bridges, and we also learned the different types of bridges are the truss, arch, beam, and suspension bridge. And that's a picture of all the bridges you can build with the Ingeno kit.
This relates to the real world because it can provide a lot of jobs. It also teaches young kids about how the different style of bridges can influence how much weight they can hold. People like engineers and construction workers how building these bridges, they cost about $103 million in T. Change like building Gate Bridge every year. The best money you can get paid as a construction worker is around $62 million in a year. And I know this kid, influence kid to maybe think about being an engineer or a construction worker when they grow up.
And that's a real world bridge, and this is the bridge we made. What problems did we have? Some problems we had was getting the strings around the suspension bridge. It was hard because we didn't know how to put the strings inside the bridge. We overcame this challenge by looking at pictures of finished models of what we were making so we could see more examples. And that's the suspension bridge, and I don't think they can see it, but there's like strings on it.
Something we learned was that there are many types of bridges, including the truss bridge, arch bridge, and suspension bridge, beam bridge, and the roller truss bridge. We also learned beam bridge are supported by piers.
And these are some of the examples of bridges. One of our due days, I wasn't here, so I just did some research about the different bridges. So the truss bridge are made out of series of connected triangles or trusses that distribute weight over a wider area. I also learned that truss bridges are economical to build because they use relatively little material for the amount of weight they can support. I also learned that arch bridges are one of the oldest types of bridges, and the Romans were important innovators in the design. I also learned that the arch bridges have abutments, which are supports on the ground at both ends of the bridge that carry the load and keep the ends from spreading out. Finally, I learned that the beam bridges are made of horizontal beams that are supported by piers at each end. I also learned that the height of the beam controls the distance it can span.
Today we learned that for each bridge it takes 15 newtons for the bridge to bend half an inch. We also found out that the truss bridge model can hold shakes, textbook, or all launcher relates to the real world because without bridges and different types of them, we couldn't cross all the water and other obstacles.
And this is the truss bridge, and this is the arch bridge. One of our do-it days. Today we learned that the bridge model we are building right now uses strings to help balance the bridge. We also learned that the real definition of a bridge is a structure that spans on a landform in order to provide passage over an obstacle. A success we had today was almost finishing the hardest bridge to build. A challenge we had and how we overcame it. A challenge we had today was finding a piece, so we had to open another set and get it from there. And these are 3 of the 4 bridges stacked on top of each other.
Today we learned that the strings on the bridge help it hold more weight. Another thing we learned today was that there are many other different types of bridges such Ernestine Bridge model. You see on the left, a challenge we had today was trying to figure out how to line the strings up on the bridge. We overcame it by looking over the instructions and seeing if Ms. Pond would. We ended up finding how to do it by song.
And this is the suspended bridge. Which bridge is the strongest? We found out that the truss bridge and the suspension bridge are the two strongest bridges, and they can each hold about 20 to 25 newtons. That's the suspension bridge. This is the truss bridge.
We met our small goal by making 3 models of bridges and seeing how much each crane can hold. We managed our time because we didn't fight that much. We were a little conflict every now and then, but we still built 1.5 bridges each. We split the work by building 1.5 bridges each and helping each other if we needed help. Something we would do different next time. We would do it double the bottom so it could hold more weight. We collaborated fine with each other, but Terry kind of got bored of building the bridges and we didn't build a lot at the end. The question we still have is if we could have modeled one more bridge if we wanted to.
And that's the truss bridge holding up a 6-pound container. The end.
How'd you figure out how heavy that container is?
Because the truss about 6 pounds.
Good job.
No,
No, it was not.
it's amazing.
No, it wasn't.
Can you see it? Our kit house building. I'm Lilith, and my partner Julia is in here today to present. Our technology is ArcKit, and our launch pad was Mechanics and Structures ArcKit, L1 ArcKit, Welder on Maps. SMART goal. Our challenge is to use the ArcKit kits to make our own house. Our SMART goal. Specific. We'll use the ArcKit to design and make our own houses by planning how we want them to look, how long it will take us, and how much we scale it. Measurement. In these 4 days, we will be able to design how the houses will look, make them, scale them, and add all the extra decorations to the houses. Attainable. Our resources include ArcKit, our partners, classmates, and Mr. Founder. Relevant. We are creating this because we both wanted to try this because we saw a couple of girls doing it last year, and I found the kits in the over there on the shelves. So we agreed to do this for our project. Time-based. We will reach our goal by day 1 designing and modeling, day 2 working on building them, day 3 building them some more, and day 4 building and adding the finished touches. About your technology. Our technology can teach kids about designing, modeling, scaling, and building. It also teaches kids how to make blueprints for houses and floor plans also. This is a picture of an ArcKit house. Relate your launcher to the real world. Our house is about 3,200 square feet exactly when we scaled it. And if it were to be put up for sale in real life, it would approximately go for $510,000.
These are pictures of our house that models a real life house, and a house with about the same amount of square feet. What problems did you have? I have problems with the roof of this side of the house because it kept falling down, and it wouldn't stay. Julia had trouble with the roof of her house or the house also, and not having enough room for our hands to fit the decoration inside. I solved my problem by finding an extra piece that connects all of them together, and so I was able to fix the roof. And Julia solved her problem by asking me for help with holding the house so she could put the furniture inside. What did you learn? I learned how to scale the house like what it would actually be in real life, and Julia learned how to model the house and a little on how to scale. Do it day one. On this day, we worked on building and designing how we wanted the houses to look. We worked on 2 separate houses, and we also learned this day where specific pieces were supposed to go. And this is the kits that we use for the house. Do it day 2. We learned that we needed to put the houses together before the houses got too big. We had trouble getting the houses together at first, but after a little bit of struggling, we got them together. We also learned a little bit about scale drawing, and we found a real life house as to which our house might resemble. Do it day 3. On this day, we learned how to scale measurements of the house. We also got all the building done this day, so we started working on the furniture. This is when the roof started falling down on that half of the house, and it kept falling. We also learned that our kit can make aesthetically pleasing houses. Do it day 4. For our last do it day, we were able to get all the building done. We also got the scaling done to figure out how many square feet our house was. We also estimated how much our house would probably cost in the real world. We also learned a little bit about ratios and how you can ratio scale. Would you do it again? Yes. We would both definitely do it again. We both enjoyed this project because we learned quite a bit about scaling and modeling. Something Roland would do differently is try and make a bigger house, and something Julie would do differently is make a bigger house and try new designs. We also learned about ratio scaling a little more, but we didn't do that. We just scaled it. And conclusion. Our challenge was to create a house using the architect's kits. In conclusion, Julie and I finished this project and reached our SMART goal. We liked that the building was easy at some times and yet hard at other times, like when we had to put the houses together. A success we had was finishing this project and working together. We both learned how to scale the house and estimate what kind of things. We split the work by working on separate parts of the house, but we helped each other when they asked.